Check one, check one, check one, check one, check one, check. Okay. All right, so we're getting it here. All right.
Hey, do you hear me? Testing, testing,
We got both coaches.
testing. Oh, good. Okay. I'm sitting down. I'll stand up later. Leg day got me.
I'll get Vince to take it down.
It's nice that you have more notes than me because when you're color, there's a font app. Yeah, when you're color, you can
This
like.
is Kristen House from Arizona State University reporting for Varsity Sports Show. I'm here with the head coach of Fairfax, Coach Niebeling. Coach, what's it going to take for you guys to beat Youngker tonight?
We have to come with a lot of energy. They're a very tough team, physical team. We just got to out hustle them, outwork them. Don't let their physicality get to us, and try to play our game. Run our offense, play our game.
You guys are coming off a win. What are some takeaways from that game that you're hoping your team will continue tonight?
It's very similar teams. Carl Hayden, they're big, they're athletic. They're going to pressure you. They're going to physically try to just bully you. And I see a lot of that on the film I've watched of this team. So I think it was a good preparation for us, and we'll see how we respond.
All right, thank you so much, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Respect all. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you rise.
This is Kristen House from Arizona State University reporting for Varsity Sports Show. I'm here with Youngker head coach, Coach Peters. Coach, Fairfax is having a really good season defensively, putting up a lot of statistics, especially in steals and blocks. So what's your team's plan to combat that?
Well, our biggest concern is they're very well balanced. They have three players that are averaging 13 points a game, and we're going to pressure them.
For sure. And finally, what's your message to your team during a game like this?
It's give it your all, be patient, and do everything with a purpose.
Thank you so much, Coach. Good
You're
luck
welcome.
tonight.
Thank you.
Kristen House, right? Okay.
And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First for the Stampede.
Yeah. Do you want me to do that right now?
One, Ashana Kenyatta.
I can. Okay.
Number 5, Sherelle Carter. Number 21, Jalen Harvey. Number 22, Mel Romero. And number 30, Mai Mai Eno. The head coach for the Stampede is Jen Needley. And now the starting lineup for your Youngker Rough Riders. Number 3, Ashley Gonzalez. Number 2, Demaya Edmond. Number 23, Lenijah Brown. Number 5, Danny Perez. And number 11,
No,
Rosie
like
Howard.
his his email.
The head coach for the Youngker Rough Riders
I'm gonna share it to him.
assisted by Carlos Moore.
It's okay. don't know his email though.
It's right here.
Okay.
We got a game to call. Dude, we got to send that stuff before the game.
Away game with nuts or vice versa. Fairfax. Away game with nuts or vice versa. Fairfax having a good record. As for Youngker, they're playing a home game, not having that good of a record. We're starting now with Fairfax having the ball, almost loses it, passes it to the top of the key. Some good defense early on by Youngker. So Fairfax with the ball as Jalen Harvey was pushed out of bounds. So it's gonna remain Fairfax ball.
Yeah, Fairfax is having a really good season. They're 8-8, and Youngker is 12-8 currently. So this game could go either way.
Three defenders on Mula, and she tried going up for the shot, and she couldn't. Youngker with the ball. Heavy full court D right now that Younker's putting on Fairfax, but Youngker going up with the ball. What a great block. That was a great block right there by number 2.
Fairfax has a really good blocking team. They have Mama Eno, who's ranked 9th in the state in blocks per game currently.
And we saw it right there. Going to the line to shoot 2 will be Demaya Edmond. She's going to make the first one to put Youngker up by 2. So 2-0 to score. 6:44 to go here in the first quarter. Fairfax trying to move this ball up the court effectively here, and the ball gets stolen away by number 5, Barreras. Barreras gets it stolen again. Fairfax basketball again, and that one's going to be a 3-pointer missed off the mark. Good rebound by 23, Liana Brown. She tried to go up with that one, and it was not even close. We're going to Fairfax with it. The floater, and that's good. 2-2 the score. Youngker with the ball. Demaya Edmond going up with it, and it's going to be a missed layup, but a putback, and it's also going to be missed as well. Good rebound by 15. And that was going to be in. So 5:51 to go here. First quarter, 2-4 the score. Timeout will be called. It's going to be a 30-second timeout called on Youngker. Again, they were ahead 2-0. Now they're kind of giving up the lead. I think both sides are doing well defensively.
Yeah, especially Fairfax here. They're averaging 5.5 blocks a game and 13.1 steals a game. So they're definitely known for their defensive aggressiveness.
So 10 seconds left of this 30-second timeout. Coach having to be wise with his timeout calling here. Fairfax having one timeout early on in this game.
Younker's coming into this as well, averaging 44.4 points a game, and Fairfax is currently averaging 37.3.
So Youngker with it. They're going to pass it. Again, full court D still in effect here. Ball almost gets stolen away. Ashley Gonzalez going for the shot, and that's going to be off the rim and back into play. It's going to be a no shot there. Fairfax having it now, trying to just slow down the momentum here. Of course, it's been very fast-paced up until this point, and a poor layup right there. Good rebound and good execution by Youngker. Are they going to get it? Going for the layup. No and one call on that. Good block by 22, Mel Romero. She's looking to go up, and it's going to be a foul.
Fairfax starting off really early with their aggressiveness on those blocks already.
That was a great block right there. Of course, that's what's going to give them momentum in this quarter. Of course, 5:14 to go here. Going to the to the free throw line will be Mel Romero, and she has a lot of experience being at the free throw line as well.
Yeah, she's shooting 82% so far from free throws.
And we saw right there, she makes her first free throw. This is going to be a substitution. It's going to be Naomi Copeland going back to the bench, or checking in. And that second free throw is going to be in as well. So now it's going to be a 4-point lead that Fairfax is going to have on Youngker, and that one's going to be a whistle blown. Again, a lot of aggressive defense that we've been seeing early on here. Youngker with the ball, trying to move this ball up the court effectively here, and they're doing that at the three-pointer, and that's in from the backboard into the net. That was Demaya Edmond.
Yeah, Demaya Edmond is third on the team in point totals this season with 94. That puts her at 97 for this
The
season.
shot, and that one's going to be off the mark. Wanted to go for three there. Was going to be number 22, Mel Romero. That one was going to fall, but the putback is also not going to be good as well. Good rebound by number 2, Demaya Edmond. She's doing everything early on here. Got the three-pointer in. We saw that aggressiveness right there on defense. They're doing a good job here.
Yeah, Demaya Edmond's definitely a key contributor to this Youngker team.
Yeah, and the one thing that you got to ask yourself if you're a Youngker fan is that they are moving pretty fast up and down the court. So might have to just slow down the momentum. Good block by number 30, Mai Eno.
That's already, what, their third or fourth block of the game?
Yeah, that's their third of the
They
game.
haven't even made it out the first quarter.
That was going to be out of bounds. Ball still going to stay at the Rough Riders side of their court. Again, a miscommunication pass right there. That ball's going to roll out of bounds. Again, 6-5 here, first quarter, 4:21 to go.
Yeah, Younker's going to have to match their aggressiveness on offense if they want to see some points going.
So Fairfax passing the ball down the court. Number 1, Kenyatta gets it. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be the Rough Riders' second foul here, and fouls is what you're going to have to limit as they play through this game, considering the fact that both teams have been aggressive very early here. Good pass on the outside key, back to 1, Kenyatta. Kenyatta guarded by number 5, Barreras. Now she passes it over to 22, Mel Romero. Mel Romero back to 21, Jalen Harvey. Jalen Harvey has it. Not too much heavy defense going on here. Going for the three-pointer shot will be Mel Romero, and that one's going to be bouncing off the rim and back into play. Good rebound. Gets it, number 5, going up for the layup, and that's going to fall through.
Well, Youngker must have heard me talking about that offensive aggressiveness because they came right out and did it.
And they got right back out in front, too. 7-6 to score. It's going to be a half timeout called on Fairfax. I think that's a good timeout that they needed here, especially early on. Again, just a little under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
To see just how good this Fairfax team is defensively. You don't really see much of that at this level.
Good job at the defense that they had applying onto that full court D right there. I think the full court D is really making a difference in this game.
Yeah, definitely. That full court pressure, making it harder to even get the ball just across the half-court line.
So Fairfax is going to have this ball, trying to move it up the court, but they have been having some struggles early on with that, considering how good of a defense that we've been seeing the Rough Riders been putting on Fairfax. Good pass to Demaya Edmond. Demaya Edmond back to 22, 21. Looking to pass to the paint, and she's going to get that one stolen away and out of bounds. It's going to be Rough Rider basketball.
Quite interested to see how this possession will turn out now that Younker's picking up their intensity on offense.
So Youngker with it. Again, Youngker, they have been playing very well up until this point. Oh, good move. Good ball handling skills by number 2, Demaya Edmond. Man, good defense on Danella Barris. She's going to pass it, and that one's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay on the Rough Riders' side of the court. The shot, and that one's up, and that one's just short of the rim. Putting it back up, though, will be number 3, Ashley Gonzalez. Good put up.
Yeah, Ashley Gonzalez is the Rough Riders' leading scorer this season, averaging 16.6 points a game.
So 9-6 here. Fairfax having it. 2 defenders on 21, Jalen Harvey. Jalen Harvey is able to get it still, keep the ball in Fairfax's possession. So Harvey has it. Harvey passes it, and the ball gets stolen away by number 5, Daniela Barreras. Barreras goes up, and that one falls.
There goes Barreras, the second leading scorer on Youngker, averaging 10.9 a game.
Bringing it up quickly now will be the layup, and it's good. Mel Romero with a little bit of a fast break movement to the rim. 11-8 here in the first quarter. Just a little under 2 minutes here. And 2 defenders playing heavy on number 11, Felicity Howard. Howard had nowhere to go with that basketball, so it decided to go out of bounds.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of scoring here going on from both sides, exchanging buckets really fast here.
Yeah, especially with the full court D that we've been seeing too. Able to just power through it and still get to the rim. I think it's working out for both teams.
Absolutely.
Beyond the arc is going to be number 3, Ashley Gonzalez. Wide open 3, and it's going to be well off the mark. And fast break opportunity here by Fairfax. Going for the 3, and that one falls. Mel Romero.
Yeah, Mel Romero just 29% from 3 this season, but obviously that one went in for her.
And she also made a layup as well early on. The game's tied 11-11. The game is looking now good, considering the fact that I think both teams have kind of found their niche with their players and which player they want to use in this game. And the three-pointer is up, and it's off the mark. Rebounded by number 3.
Yeah, Ashley Gonzalez doesn't miss those much. She's ranked 7th, actually, in the state for 3-point shooting in the 5A division of Arizona.
Passing it in will be Daniela Barreras. She's going to pass it over to Ashley Gonzalez. Ashley Gonzalez back to Barreras. Barreras at the top of the key, looking to drive in. She's going to pass to the outside to number 2, Demaya Edmond. Demaya Edmond with a missed shot. Looking to go back up with it will be number 13, Naomi Copeland, and that one doesn't fall either. And both girls tumbling to the ground just under the hoop. You might have to just watch out under the hoop. A lot of stuff was going on there. You don't want to, injure each other.
Yeah, a lot of sloppy play coming around from both teams. Looking real messy down there.
So Demaya Edmond going to the line to shoot 2. Fairfax is now having 3 fouls. Again, of course, they're gonna have to reduce that here, especially in the first quarter, only having already 3 fouls. And the first one's gonna be up, and it's gonna be missed.
Yeah, one area that this Youngker team struggles is free throw shooting. You got to get those easy points in.
And that second free throw falls to just put them up by 1 point. 45 seconds to go, first quarter. Gets it on top of the key, the 3. And that one's off the rim, bouncing back into play. Fairfax still gets the ball and looking to drive up for the layup, and that's going to be a foul.
What a great way to draw that foul right there.
Jalen Harvey took a flop, and now she's taking a shot at a free throw.
Yeah, she's the second best free throw shooter for Fairfax, shooting 69% on the season.
And that one, the first shot goes up, and it's in. It's not going to tie the game. Now, this is their chance to maybe inch a little bit ahead. Of course, it's 12-12. One more free throw at the line here. The second one is not going to fall. Very close, though. Rebounded by number 3, Ashley Gonzalez. She's slowing down the momentum as she makes her way up the court, looking to drive inside, passes on the outside part of the perimeter. Looking to go up with it will be number 2, Demaya Edmond. She gets it stolen away Fairfax now have it. Fairfax going to have to move up the court very quickly now with just 11 seconds to go. Back to the outside part of the key. The shot, and that one misses. Rebounded by Demaya Edmond. 4 seconds to go. Youngker has it. The pass to Harvey, and that one doesn't go in. Good execution that we saw in the first quarter. 12-12 here. We have been seeing a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this game. It's messy, it's aggressive, and they're playing hard on both sides of the ball.
They have been. I think they're also being very equal and very similar to the foul calls. Of course, both teams finished this quarter with 3 fouls. They've been doing a great job at just kind of keeping their hands off each other because that's what's making them go to the line.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, you don't really want these teams going to the line. Free throw shooting isn't their greatest strength. So, I mean, if you're on the other end of it, it's good. But if it's your team, then not so much.
So 25 seconds left until we're into the second quarter. And I think both teams are playing very well, considering the fact that Youngker is going into this game 3-10. And as for Fairfax, they are 6-13. So, of course, yeah.
Yeah, they're even up here 12-12. That basically accurately describes everything that happened in the first half. It's been pretty even. Not one team is over dominating another. They're having the same issues, same strengths, same weaknesses. So this game could go either way.
Yeah, Fairfax 8-8, Youngker 12-8 going into this game. So a little bit of an even match, but we're back here, 8 minutes back onto the board. Second quarter here to play, and Fairfax is going to start this second quarter off and almost loses the ball. It'll be number 3, Ashley Gonzalez, looking to drive, going for the shot, and that one falls. Good shot right there. Now, Fairfax having to play D now. 14-12 the score. That ball is going to go out of bounds, but it's still going to be Younker's possession.
Yeah, Gonzalez frustrated with herself after losing the ball on that play. She is their best player, but she's struggling right now.
Barreras now has it. She's at the top of the key. Guarded heavily by 2 defenders. She gets it stolen away, but the ball, yet again, is going to stay at Younker's possession. So 12-14. Demaya Edmond with the 3-pointer, and that one's off the rim. She gets her own miss, but that's going to be a foul as she runs into an opponent. And it seems like Muhammad and Edmond kind of collided.
Yeah,
Just
Edmond's playing with a lot of intensity. She's all over the court. She's constantly moving.
she takes that 3-pointer. That's going to go wide right over the hoop, and it's going to be missed. And that one's going to be a foul. Ashley Gonzalez back to Barreras. Barreras passes inside to 11. Felicity Howard. Howard puts that one up. Good look. You know, she saw her teammate within the paint, and she took advantage of that. But quickly, Fairfax on the other side of the court, able to put this one up and in. That's going to be number 33, Nadira Muhammad, who is playing great at the center.
Yeah, one of these teams is going to have to find a way to stop the ball. We were exchanging points a lot, but
Fairfax with yet another steal. This is their chance to increase the lead. 21, Jalen Harvey has it. Looking to drive inside. Ball gets stolen away. The shot, the 3, and that one's off the mark. But they picked up their own rebound. Looking to go up with it will be number 21, Jalen Harvey with it. She's guarded heavily, passes inside, good look, and that one's going to be a foul. So going to the line to shoot 2 is going to be Fairfax on this. Again, 14-16.
yeah, like I said, they're exchanging points a lot. But if you want to see your team get off to a good lead, you got to find a way to stop the ball.
The first one does not go in. There's going to be a couple substitutions here. Subbing in for Muhammad as she goes to the bench. And as for Harvey as well, she goes to the bench as well. first shot's up. The second shot's up, and that one's in as well.
Yeah, it's tough to see Ashley Gonzalez struggling so far. She is ranked a lot in the state of Arizona for points per game, field goals made, free throws made, and threes made. Here she goes to inbound the ball.
Ball gets stolen away, but Rough Riders still having it. Ball gets stolen away for the second time. Going up with it, and the foul is not going to count. That was a travel on number 1, Ajana Kenyatta.
Shot by Edmond, hustling to that ball to play defense.
Yeah, she's been hustling from not only the first quarter, but carrying that over to the second quarter. That was a great execution, able to just stick with her opponent, and she was able to do that well. It's 14-17 here, a full timeout called on the Rough Riders.
What are you seeing so far, Tyler, that you're liking?
I'm liking the fact that both sides are being very aggressive and executing very well. I think both teams are kind of playing up to expectations. Both teams are kind of having a similar strategy to this. Play full court D, 2 defenders on whoever's at the point of the key and 2 defenders on whoever's in the paint. I think they're doing a great job with that.
Yeah, it's really nice seeing 2 teams that are similar in talent and skill level, because then you get to see a competitive matchup, and that's why we have this close game that we have here now.
Fairfax is exiting this timeout with 2 fouls, and as for the Rough Riders, they have 1 foul.
Yeah, honestly, watching early on, this game could go either way.
Yeah, both teams are evenly matched going into this game. Maybe not their record, but certainly their play style has been adding up until this point. 5:50 to go here in first half regulation. Youngker has it, passes inside, almost loses the ball, but sticking with it is Ashley Gonzalez, guarded heavily by 2 defenders like what we mentioned earlier. The pass inside, the good look, that one's up and that one's a miss. But going back up with the rebound would be Naomi Copeland. She's going to get the foul. That ball is not going to go in the hoop.
Yeah, Fairfax has been coming out aggressive on Ashley Gonzalez. She is their leading player, so they've been coming out with the double team, and it's been working because she's been a little bit quiet tonight.
So 14-7 at the free throw line will be Youngker. She makes the first one, and now they trail by just 2.
Yeah, Copeland's 33% this season from free throw line.
And that one's not going to fall through, so she tries to put up, but it missed. So getting down the court quickly will be Fairfax. Mel Romero has it, looks to pass inside the paint. Good look, Fairfax with the put up, and that one's not going to fall. Fairfax again trying to put it up, and that one's not going to fall either. Both teams are now grabbing on the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Youngker's going to have it in their possession.
Yeah, they are both taking that ball seriously. No team wants to let go. We've had a lot of jump balls here already.
So Youngker now working their way up the court effectively now. Looking to go up with the floater, and that was not going to fall. Good putback by the Rough Riders. That was also not going to fall.
You got to get those offensive boards if you want to get that ball back for another opportunity.
Fairfax down the court already. They're moving the ball quite effectively down the court. I mean, from the time that it's off the rim on Younker's side, Fairfax already has the ball down on their side of the court. So 22, Mel Romero has it, and that she passes it. Ball gets swatted out of bounds by number 2, Demai Edmond for the Rough Riders, and that's still going to stay Fairfax ball. The pass up top the key. And that one's stolen away, intercepted, I should say. She kind of just leaped at that ball, but that will be a foul. And we're gonna have to watch out if you're Fairfax. I look at the fouls that you're putting on. You already have 4 fouls. As for your opponent, only having 1, so it seems like there's got to be a little less pressure on Fairfax's side.
Yeah, it's way too early to be getting into foul trouble.
15-17, the pass inside the paint gets stolen away. Fairfax now working their way up the court. The layup, and that one's not gonna fall. Good rebound by number 3, Ashley Gonzalez. She's gonna quickly run up the court, going for the 3 ball, and that's good. Count it. They're now taking the lead by 1.
What a great look from Demaya.
Filled up, got the momentum going for the Rough Riders now. They're going to have to play some defense now as a wide open 21, Jalen Harvey has the ball. She's looking to drive inside. Both players go flopping down under the hoop, and that's going to be out of bounds.
These girls are playing hard. It's going to come down to whoever wants it more.
Yeah, especially when we get down to the second half. Of course, there is still 3:53 to go in the second quarter here. Going for the nice shot right there is going to be Fairfax, and that one's not going to fall through. Good rebound by number 3, Ashley Gonzalez. She's trying to work her way up the court with 21, Jalen Harvey guarding her. 2 defenders on her. They're playing full court D, double teaming. A lot of aggression here early by Fairfax. I think this is what's allowing them to have a lot of fouls here early on. That ball is going to get stolen away.
Yeah, they're barely able to get the ball past the three-point line.
Harvey looking to go up with it, and that's going to be a foul as she flops to the ground. Frustrated, slamming the ball will be Barreras, as she doesn't think she got the foul on that, but it was a foul. Again, 2 fouls on Youngker, and as for Fairfax, they have 4.
A little confusion here on the court.
So it's going to be a technical foul, 3:25 to go, the shot, and that one's going to fall through. Again, because it's a technical, she's going to be taking 3 shots at the line, and they'll be getting the ball in their possession. So this is not what Youngker wants to have, but it kind of allows Fairfax to redeem themselves considering the fact that they have 4 fouls. Second shot's not going to fall through.
Yeah, they've got their best free throw shooter, Jalen Harvey, shooting for them right now. Switching her out now is Romero.
And that one's going to fall. So she gets 1 more shot at the line. And that one's also going to fall as well. She's 2 for 2 at the free throw line today. Mel Romero doing a good job at that. Of course, Mel Romero usually gets 7 rebounds per game, 4 assists per game, and of course 3 steals per game. So she's an aggressive player, as we saw her knock down those 2 free throws. They put Fairfax now ahead by 2.
Yeah, that tech proved to be costly because they made those shots and it put Fairfax back in front of Youngker.
So Fairfax is also not only going to have the 3 free throws, but they're going to have the ball now in their possession, going for the 3 ball and not going to fall. Passing it outside. Harvey passes it inside to the paint. Fairfax outside. A wide open Kenyatta, and that one's not going to fall. Back into play, rebounded by Fairfax. Going for the 3-pointer will be Harvey, and that one falls. So now we're seeing the biggest lead of today. 23-18 Fairfax going for the 3-pointer, and that one's not going to fall. Bouncing off the rim, back into play. 2:47 to go here. Fairfax now has it. Jalen Harvey bringing the ball up the court, guarded by number 2, Demaya Edmond.
Yeah, these guys love to shoot that 3 ball, it looks like.
They've been very successful at it so far. Good block by number 13, Naomi Copeland. She's going to pass the ball down the field, going for the layup. Good execution by Fairfax, able to swat that ball, but that's going to be a foul. So going to the line will be Youngker.
Yeah, that was really great play on both sides by Youngker. Got a really good play offensively and defensively going for them.
So 2:26, they're going to do a little bit of a switch. Demaya Edmonds going to shoot the free throws. Of course, she's a lot better at shooting free throws than a lot of the other girls on the team, so that's why they rely on her a lot. If she's going to make the first one and prove my point.
Yeah, she's been playing really aggressively this game. I think that's a really good choice to have her shoot it.
The shot, and the second one's also not going to fall through. Very close right there. 19-23, 2:20 to go here in the first half. Fairfax now having it. Bounce pass to number 1, Kenyatta to Harvey. Passing it around the perimeter here. Harvey looking to drive in. Jalen Harvey gets the floater, and that one's not going to fall through. trying to go up with it. It's going to be 38, and she's going to get the foul and one. So going to the line will be Fairfax. So 19-25 here. Again, now Youngker, they now have 5 fouls, so they definitely were a little bit more aggressive later on in this quarter than Fairfax. But of course, these fouls are going to hurt both sides, considering the fact that they could be on bonus now.
Yeah, one thing I noticed on that last play too, Younker's got to be more aggressive on defense. You can't even let them get past the 3-point line, just like Fairfax is doing to them, and that's why they were able to get so close to get that layup in.
So Fairfax at the top of the key, wide open 3-pointer, and not going to fall through. Very close right there for that shot. 23. Lenijah Brown has it. Lenijah passes it to the corner, looking to go in for the jumper, and that one's not going to fall. Back into play, rebounded will be Ashley Gonzalez. She's looking for an open defender, open teammate. No one's going to be open. That ball's going to be back into Fairfax possession. Harvey with a 3, and that one's not going to fall through. The putback, though, is good. 19-27. That was a great putback right there. Great communication, too, to work from one side of the court to the other. They're doing a great job at that. 1:25 to go here in the first half. Youngker now has it. Demai Edmond looking for someone to pass to. She's going to pass to the outside part of the perimeter. Looking to drive inside will be 0. Alvarado, she's going to get the foul. And the first free throw is not going to fall.
Alvarado averaging 7 points a game this season. She's Younker's 3rd leading scorer.
And the second shot's not going to go in. Good rebound by Fairfax. They're now going to quickly take this over to their side of the court. Jalen Harvey with it. Passes it. The shot, the 3 ball, and that one's not going to fall, edging the tip of the rim and back into play. Good rebound by Youngker. This ball is going to be traveling out of bounds, but it's going to stay Fairfax possession just under a minute here in the first half. So 19-27, we saw quite a bit of a shift in the scoring, considering the fact that both teams were tied in the first quarter, and now here we're seeing Fairfax up by quite a bit. Looking to pass on the outside part of the perimeter. Good pass. Good look. The pass around the paint. 22 with the shot, and that one's not going to fall. So Mel Romero had a wide open shot right there, and now the ball is going to be almost stolen away, but Fairfax is going to still keep this ball on their side of the court. Jalen Harvey now with it. Jalen Harvey, who's been in the game majority of the time. She passes inside, going in for the floater, not going to miss the putback, and that's good. They're doing some great work offensively with just under 30 seconds to go. The ball gets stolen away again. It's all Fairfax here. And that one's good. Ajana Kenyatta with the steal and the layup. 19-31. Wow. So Rough Riders now have it. The pass, and this one's also going to be stolen away, but Fairfax, Youngker just jumped on this ball to get it into play. Both players went down. Good teamwork by helping each other up. 5.8 to go, and it's going to be a half timeout called by Fairfax. So I think Youngker right now, they're just going to have to keep this momentum going, considering the fact that both teams are playing very even. Of course, Fairfax took quite a bit of a lead in the second quarter. I think Coach Peters has to just tell his team what he has to do strategically, what he has to do maybe defensively. Of course, as we know, the full court D that Youngker's been applying on Fairfax has been excellent. We're now going to see what's going on here, which is 8 seconds to go in the first half. So, or 5.8 seconds to go in the first half, but 19-31 the score, second quarter. Again, both teams are even with 5 fouls. So Youngker going to pass this one into the paint. 4 seconds to go, trying to get a shot up, and it's going to be a foul. Exactly what Youngker wanted to have here with just 2 seconds to go. 19-31 though. It was Youngker who started this game off with the lead. Now it's lopsided. The first shot's up, and that one's going to be a swoosh. right into the net. Now it's only going to be an 11-point deficit. They still can get into this game once they enter the second half, but let's see what she does here for the second free throw. Of course, on the free throw line is Linyaja Brown, as that one is not going to fall through, and that one's going to be the end of the first half. We're now going to take it to the second half. I want to say that Fairfax and Youngker are doing a great job at the defense. However, Younker's just going to have to apply the pressure a little bit more on the offense that Fairfax has. There'll be 10 minutes to go for halftime. We'll see you guys in the second half. Youngker 20, Fairfax 31. Hello, everybody. My name is Tyler Wergel from Arizona State University. On behalf of Varsity Sports Show, I'm going to be talking about how different the Ravens-Bills game would be. As we know, the Bills had a strong second quarter, having 2 touchdowns. And as for the Ravens, they had to respond to that quickly in the second half, and they did so by having a field goal and a touchdown. However, they wanted to add to that touchdown with a 2-point try to tight end Mark Andrews, and he could not get the job done. And really, that would have made a big difference in that game, considering the fact that the Ravens were still in this game, and they could have even tied it 27-27, which they didn't. So let's talk about it. We must understand first that Lamar Jackson and the Ravens had great momentum not only in the first half, but also the second half. But as for his teammate, tight end Mark Andrews, he was able to have 61 receiving yards, 3 rushing yards, and 5 receptions, which made him a key piece in this game, regardless of the 2-point conversion working out. If the Ravens tied up this game 27-27, they still would have had to make a push to make this game go into overtime, considering the fact that once the Bills got the ball back, they were able to work some magic down the field efficiently and effectively due to Josh Allen's passing game. He was able to pass over 50 yards in just the fourth quarter, which put the Bills way out in front of the Ravens. Even though the Ravens couldn't tie the game 27-27, Coach Harbaugh did say in the postgame interview that Mark Andrews has been a key piece to the organization, and he has helped the Ravens get to this moment in the playoffs, and he has done such a good job up until this point. The Scottsdale native Mark Andrews has joined the Baltimore Ravens in 2018, and he is only 29 years old, which makes him qualified to still being on this team seasons ahead. Bills won 27-25, and they'll be going into the AFC Championship taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, and all because of that Mark Andrews 2-point conversion, which was not completed. And this will be a rematch of the 2020 AFC Championship as well. Tyler Wergel from Arizona State University on behalf of Varsity Sports Show.
For Varsity Sports, I'm Matt Ross. Last weekend had it all. Controversial calls, surprising upsets, snow-filled fun, run game dominance, and even a heartbreaking drop pass. Now, it's all about Sunday's matchups as the league's best battle for a ticket to the Super Bowl. First up, the NFC Championship game. It's all about NFC East showdown as Philadelphia Eagles host the Washington Commanders. Philly's high-powered offense led by Jalen Hurts has been unstoppable all year, and after a snow blizzard game in Philly where they had beat the Rams 28-22, they will head into this game as favorites. But the Commanders' defense has proven they can hang with the best as they beat the #1 offense in the league, the Detroit Lions, 45-31 in the divisional round. This game kicks off at Sunday at 1, and it will be one for the history books. Then in the AFC, we have a familiar playoff rivalry as the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs face off for the 4th time in 5 years. A quarterback clash, Mahomes versus Allen, 2 of the league's brightest stars in what's become one of football's most compelling rivalries. This has fireworks written all over it as both teams have proven to everyone how foolish it is to count them out. This game will be on primetime Sunday night. 2 epic matchups back-to-back on Sunday, leading us into the Super Bowl glory. Don't miss the action. I'm Matt Ross, and you're watching Varsity Sports.
Hello, I'm Marshall Brown here with Varsity Sports at Mullet Arena Stadium, where the Sun Devils continue their recent success on the ice. After last week's series sweep against St.
31-20 as we now enter into the second half. Of course, 31 points is Fairfax, and as for Youngker, they are 20.
Yeah, hopefully Youngker comes in and gets more aggressive this half, just like their coach asked of them.
Yeah, and aggressive on defense specifically here as we see the shot going up, and that one's going to fall. We're putting it back up and still going to be missing. Good rebound by number 3, Ashley Gonzalez. She's going to slowly bring this ball up to their side of the court. Good pass to 5, Barreras. Barreras passes it to 23, Brown. Brown to Edmond, and Edmond puts that jumper in.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Peters during halftime, and he said that he just wants to ask his girls just to put out some effort out there. It was that simple for him.
And the 3 ball, and that one's not going to fall. And that one's going to be a foul. The ball is still going to stay in Fairfax possession.
Interesting to see how Fairfax will respond to any changes that Youngker made during halftime.
So the pass will be, both teams are fighting for it. 5 versus 5 pretty much, as Mula was fighting with Barreras to get that ball. But it's going to be a jump ball. Younker's going to have this one, and that's going to look good on their part, considering the fact that they need a lot of work to do to stay in this game. So Edmond passes it to 5, Barreras. Barreras tries to pass it within the paint, and that one gets stolen away by number 1, Kenyatta. Kenyatta has the ball, passes it, corner shot, corner 3, and that one counts. Counted for Jalen Harvey. That's her second 3-pointer of today.
Yeah, Kenyatta with assists. She has 2.4 on the season, averaging. She's the second leading assister for Fairfax.
Looking to drive inside, going in for the floater, and that was not going to fall. Good rebound by Fairfax. Now everyone's pouncing on this ball, but Youngker sticks with it. Good shot by number 3, Ashley Gonzalez.
Yeah, Gonzalez finally finding her groove in the second half after not really having it first half.
So Fairfax now has possession. It's a 10-point lead that Fairfax has over Youngker. So Fairfax now with it, trying to just maneuver the passing game here, doing a great job at that. Number 1, Kenyatta has it. She's going for the shot. That one's going to be off the mark. Good rebound by number 3, Ashley Gonzalez. She's doing a great job at getting these rebounds under the hoop, putting them in a good spot. And that 3-pointer is not going to fall. Good rebound by Fairfax. Quickly moving up the court will be Jalen Harvey. Jalen Harvey, good little 2-step to the rim, and that one's going to be a foul.
Yeah, that was a really good move from her there. I really liked seeing that.
That was a great 2-step right there with number 3, Ashley Gonzalez, guarding her. She's now going to take a trip at the line. So because that first shot didn't go in, she's going to be going for the line for 2. First one's going to fall. Checking into the game will be Muhammad. And that one's also going to fall as well. So that one's not going to fall through. Good rebound by Fairfax, able to just rebound off that missed free throw. Getting it is going to be Harvey again, looking to drive inside. She's outside the perimeter, passes it to the corner. Looking to drive inside will be Kenyatta. Kenyatta going for the underhand layup, and that one's good.
Gorgeous move by Kenyatta, who's been pretty quiet tonight. She's usually their leading scorer, and that's just her 4th point of the game.
So now having to play quickly defense now will be Fairfax. Youngker has it. Looking to drive inside will be Demaya Edmond. Demaya Edmond tries going in for the floater, and that one's not going to fall. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Game's moving by relatively quickly considering the fact that there's not a lot of fouls going on here early on. The shot by Harvey, and that was not going to fall through. She's a little frustrated about that considering the fact that she now has 2 3-pointers up today. But taking another 3-pointer will be Kenyatta. And like you mentioned in the first half, they're taking a lot of 3-pointers here.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's channeling their inner Steph Curry tonight.
Their inner Steph Curry. I like that. So Fairfax has it. They're now looking to pass it from under the key now. Of course, 4:45 to go, 24-37. Looking to go for the shot, and that one's not going to fall. Going to be an air ball. Rebounded by 13, Naomi Copeland. Copeland's going to pass it over to Barreras. Barreras loses the ball, but she's able to stick with it now. She's looking to drive inside. She's going to go for the shot. Blocked.
Ooh.
But able to stick with it, though, will be the Roughnecks.
My Enna with the block.
That was not going to fall through, but rebounded. Wow. Muhammad did a great job at trying to just keep that ball in her possession. With 2 defenders on her, that's some tough work to do. So Fairfax bringing the ball up the court. They're moving the ball pretty slowly up the court, not trying to get a steal here. So Harvey now has it. Good ball movement. Passes it to the top of the key. Passes it back to Harvey. Harvey now with it, looking for someone to pass to. She's at the far left side of the court. Gets it back. Harvey wide. 2 defenders on her for a 3. That one's not going to fall. Muhammad rebound. Back outside. 22 Romero. Romero 3-pointer. That's not going to fall either.
Yeah, one thing about Youngker, they're going to have to get more aggressive when it comes to rebounding. Fairfax has been out-rebounding them all game.
Yeah, Naomi Copeland, great rebound right there. And going in for the floater. That one's not going to fall. Good rebound. Chucks it across the court. Will be Harvey to Romero. Romero with the finger roll. And that one's going to fall. Just increasing their lead. A little bit of a different half than we saw from the first.
Yeah, definitely. I'm seeing different momentum from the teams, different levels. I'm seeing new players come out and show their aggressiveness, like Ashley Gonzalez for Youngker. Ajana Kenyatta's coming out too after having a quiet first half.
So it's going to be a full timeout called on Youngker. And during this timeout, we'd like to talk about the fouls. What have you been seeing differently from the fouls that we've seen from the first half now to the second half?
Yeah, definitely not much as many so far, or they're not happening as much of a high rate as they were in the first half. They're being more disciplined. Maybe their coaches talked to them about it, but it's great. We have a nice, clean game going for us right now.
Yeah, not doing a lot of full court D as we saw in the first quarter. I mean, full court D, that's going to definitely put a lot of pressure and create a lot of tension between both sides, especially the fact that we saw 5 fouls by both teams in the first quarter alone, and 5 seconds counting down until we get back into play. 24-39. Fairfax up by quite a boatload now. Again, 1 foul by Youngker. As for Fairfax, they have none. Younker's going to start this possession off. Number 2, Demaya Edmond has it. Slowly taking the ball a little bit past the half-court line. She's looking to pass to her right side. Number 5, Barreras. Barreras takes that open layup, and that one's not going to fall, but it will be a foul. So she'll take 2 at the line.
Yeah, Barrera is also one of those players that's coming out in the second half more aggressive.
Barreras, yes, she has, especially that now that she's also taking the ball up, playing that point guard position. So she kind of controls the rhythm that the Roughnecks have in the second half. So her first free throw will not fall. 3:18 will be halted on the scoreboard. The second shot's going to go up, and that one's going to go in. 25 now to 39. So we're now starting to see some full court D again now that they're starting to get back into this game. Fairfax now has it, 22. Romero goes for the shot, and that one's not going to fall through.
Yeah, you cannot give her that much space. They got lucky that she missed it.
Going up for that layup is not going to fall through. Going up with it again, missed. Good rebound by number 1, Kenyatta.
Yeah, one thing I want to see more from this Youngker team is more aggressiveness on those rebounds. That's what's going to get you in this game, is getting those second chance points.
Especially being able to put it back up and in, because they've been doing that all game long, and they've been getting the free throws effectively there. I think also it should also be free throws as well. I think they should also just find themselves on the line.
Absolutely. Fairfax is getting those second chance points, and that's why we're seeing them with this strong lead right now.
So Youngker, that ball went out of bounds. It's going to be a foul. It's going to stay Younker's ball. Demaya Edmond looking to take this ball up to the key.
Yeah, Edmond was struggling with her shoulder during that halftime break. Good to see her back out on the court.
Gets the ball almost stolen away. Both players go diving for the ball, and colliding will be Muhammad. I think they bumped heads.
Oh, not something you want to see.
Yeah, it was a loose ball in the corner of the court, and then we saw 13 Naomi Copeland dive for the ball, and she ran into Muhammad. So it's going to be a little bit stoppage of time here.
Yeah, Muhammad's slow to get up. Coach out there with her.
She's able to stand up, and everyone's clapping. Yeah, Mahomes doing a great job as a center too. I mean, she's under the hoop, able to just get the putbacks, got a lot of rebounds in this game, and of course, as we saw right there, trying to just get that ball back in for her team.
Yeah, definitely want to see more points from her too.
So Youngker has it, passes it inside, ball gets
Ooh.
stolen away by number 2.
Yeah, we got to see some smart passing too from Youngker.
Ajana Kenyatta passes it to the corner, number 22. Mel Romero gets the 3-pointer. And now it's all momentum here for Youngker, or for Fairfax.
Yeah, it's usually Fairfax averaging the high turnovers with 11.8 a game, but tonight it's been Youngker with the turnovers.
And again, another turnover. And that one's going to be a fast break opportunity, and that one's going to count. 25-44. A minute 35 to go. The pass inside the paint. Ball gets stolen away for the second time in a row. A lot of back and forth, a 3-pointer, and that one's not going to fall through. Good rebound by number 1.
Yeah, Youngker's
Kenyatta.
going to have to think more thoroughly about their passing because this is a Fairfax team that loves to steal the ball. They're averaging 13 steals a game, so.
At the top of the key will be 22, Mel Romero. She had that 3-pointer, which was a great shot. She passes it inside to Kenyatta. Kenyatta can't get that one up and good, but Demaya Edmonds going to get the ball back on her side for the Roughnecks. She gets the foul. It's a little 2-step floater, which did not count. Apparently,
Hopefully she knocks these down because they need all the points that they can get right now.
I don't think it helped the fact that Fairfax called the timeout the moment, or at least Coach Niebling, she wanted to call a timeout the moment that she was going for that shot.
Yeah, here goes their leading scorer, Gonzalez. Makes the first one. Gonzalez was really quiet in the first half. She only had 2 points, but she's already brought that up here in the second half.
So both shots are going to fall through. Of course, that was a technical. So that's really what the Roughnecks need if they want to stay in this game. Really, there's technical fouls helping them a long way. They're also going to keep this ball in their possession as well. Bringing it up will be Ashley Gonzalez, guarded by Kenyatta. She looks to drive inside, going in for that jumper, and that one's not going to fall through. That ball is going to be traveling out of bounds. So 27:44 to go. At the top of the key, the 3, Edmond. That one's not going to count. Edging off the tip of the rim and back into play. Rebounded by Fairfax, number 22.
Yeah, Rough Riders need to be fighting for every rebound. Didn't see anyone fighting for that one. They need all the second chance opportunities they can get right now.
Now Romero now guarded by 2 defenders, including number 3, Ashley Gonzalez. She passes to the top of the key. Jalen Harvey back inside in the paint. The shot, the floater, and that one's going to count.
My Eno has been putting her mark on this game tonight. She's been leading them in scoring all night. Here goes Barreras, who's ranked 13th in the 5A division in Arizona in field goals made per game.
4 seconds to go. Let's see if Kenyatta can get this one to fall. The floater, that one's not going to count. Buzzer is not going to beat. We're now going to head to the fourth quarter, 29-46. What have we been seeing so far in the second half?
Well, we saw in the beginning of the game, Youngker and Fairfax were pretty neck and neck, but Youngker has just let Fairfax get away from them, and Fairfax has been coming out, especially on the defensive end. They've been rebounding, so they've been getting a lot of points from extra chances from those rebounds. They've been stealing the ball every chance they get. They've been intercepting all these passes, and Youngker is just kind of, like their coach said, he wants effort from them, and that's not something we've been seeing too much of.
Yeah, and you mentioned, the rebounds that they've been getting. Also the putbacks as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
they've been putting it back and getting the fouls, and that's what's leading them to go to the free throw line. I think if they can just keep getting good at the rebounds, getting like the second shot opportunity and then working with that and going to the free throw line is key for them.
Yeah, exactly. That's like one thing I've never really understood is when they're playing basketball and they don't fight for every rebound, because every rebound is another chance to score, and they're just not fighting for them.
It also shows you how strong Fairfax is defensively. We have mentioned the fact that Fairfax is 8-8 with a very consistent record. So they're in this game competing up against a team that is pretty much just as qualified as they are. So
yeah, interesting to see how Youngker will respond.
So Youngker is going to respond with the ball first. 7:58 to go in the last quarter of regulation. The three-pointer is not going to fall for Edmond. Now Kenyatta's going to have it. Kenyatta working her way up the court, guarded by Edmond. Edmond around the perimeter. Good passing by Fairfax. And forced passing has been another crucial thing. Has been crucial for Fairfax and has led him to be having all these points. My with the shot. That one's not going to fall through. Rebounded by number 2 though. Passes it outside the top of the key. Wide open 3. That one's not going to fall through. So.
Yeah, number 2 was all alone down there. She had 4 Youngker girls around her, and she still got the rebound, just like what we were talking about.
So Fairfax having it. The three-pointer by Mel Romero, and that one's going to fall, increasing the lead to not 10, but 20. The wide three-pointer is not going to fall. Edmond was definitely feeling something there when she wanted to take that shot. Fairfax now with it. Fairfax looking to drive inside. Edmond having to keep her hands off all their opponents. We saw Edmond wanting to get that ball back after she couldn't get that three-pointer to go.
Yeah, Fairfax clearly really wants this game. They've been showing it. They've been fighting harder. And that's why we're seeing this 20-point lead they've jumped out to.
So Fairfax now having it. The pass. My passed it over to Romero. Romero kind of got butterfingers on that as that ball traveled out of bounds. It's going to be Youngker ball.
Here goes Barreras.
Good floater. That was not going to fall. Edmond with the putback. Good job right there by Naomi Copeland to get that rebound and that putback, like you mentioned, that's needed.
Yeah, they're definitely improving right there. I like the aggressiveness I saw from Barreras, just driving straight to the basket. Too bad the shot didn't go in, but it was still really good effort by her.
So Naomi Copeland going to be shooting 2 at the line. Again, 29-49. They could definitely help their trail by this shot. The first one's not going to fall through.
Copeland shooting 33% this season. Very focused.
That one's not going to fall through either. But good rebound by Kenyatta. She's looking to move this ball up the court. And regardless of the lead that we're seeing, they're still going to play heavy defense like Youngker, and they're doing that.
Yeah, as they should. Continue fighting for every single point.
The ball was chucked out of bounds. It's going to be Youngker basketball. Getting the ball back into their own possession is going to help them out, especially the fact that 2 of those free throws were not good. Going in for the shot will be Edmond. That one's not going to fall. I mean, they really, if with a lead like this in the fourth quarter with 6:25 to go, you kind of have to take three-pointer shots.
Yeah, and Fairfax, too, they're actually coming off a win. They won their last game, and Youngker, on the other hand, is coming off a loss by 24 to Prairie View, so they're about to extend their losing streak to 2 if this game can't go their way.
Good steal by Mel Romero, looking to take it up the finger roll, and that was not going to fall through. Good rebound by number 5, Barreras. Barreras quickly moving it, taking the ball back up to the Roughnecks possession. Ball is stolen again. Romero, fast break opportunity, looking to go in for the layup. She's got the foul, and not the and one. And a lot of teammates of hers were upset. They wanted that to go in, but
yeah, she definitely got bodied there.
She'll be going to the line, and we know Mel Romero for being successful at the free throw line like this.
Yeah, she's a really great shooter. She's their best three-point shooter, their best free throw shooter, and she's second on the team in points per game with 12.4.
Not going to make the first one, so she's going to have an opportunity to make the second one here. Again, 6:02 to go, fourth quarter, 29-49.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, Fairfax is 37.3 points a game this season. They've eclipsed that by a lot so far, so they've had a really good night.
That shot's going to go up, and it's going to go in, so it's now going to be a 21-point deficit, and it's going to be a foul shoving call. But it's still going to be Younker's possession. Again, number 2, Demaya Edmonds still in this game. Ashley Gonzalez now with it, looking to do some dancing a little bit beyond the perimeter. Passes it to the top of the key. Number 5, Daniela Barreras has it. Passes it inside the paint. Ball gets stolen away. And now it's Fairfax basketball yet again. Wide open. The shot. That's not going to count.
Cannot leave Romero wide open. She's the last person you want like that.
Yeah, she already has 2 3-pointers in this game. Good trip to the line right there by number 2, Demaya Edmond. Really read the assignment on where to put that ball. And yes, didn't go in, but she's definitely going to take an opportunity at the free throw line.
Yeah, despite their lead, Fairfax is still having some foul trouble. But lucky for them, Youngker can't really make these free throws tonight, so.
First one's not going to go in, but she's going to get a second opportunity at the free throw line. Again, 5:19 to go in regulation here. Again, the fourth quarter, 29-50. The game was well evenly matched in the first quarter. Now there's a big deficit. Second one doesn't fall through. Good rebound by 22. Mel Romero passes it to Kenyatta. Kenyatta with the layup, and it's good.
Yeah, Kenyatta's been having a quiet night, but she's part of that big three with Romero and Eno, who've also been stepping up tonight.
And the ball gets stripped out of Edmonds' hands. Back, Fairfax possession. Layup is good.
Yeah, Jalen Harvey's also been popping out in this fourth quarter right here.
Three-pointer is not going to go. My with a snag over Naomi's head. She really wanted that one, and she gave it right back to 21, Jalen Harvey.
Yeah, My, Kenyatta, and Romero are all neck and neck with their points per game averages. It's nice to see a little in-team competition.
The finger roll is good, and one, count it. That was a great move in the paint that we saw from Fairfax right there.
Yeah, they've absolutely just taken this game and ran with it. Found their footing, found their defense.
And that one's not going to fall through. Rebounded by the Roughnecks. Naomi Edmond wanting this ball. They're going to drive inside, going for the layup. Ball gets swatted. Still is going to remain into Younker's possession. Passes it to the outside part of the perimeter. Again, a lot of open defenders everywhere. That ball gets swatted out of bounds by My. Wow, playing that center position effectively.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching Victor Wembanyama. That ball flew.
Yeah, doing a great job at playing the center position here, but she is going to go for the line, though.
Oh, they called a foul. Well, Enna's their leading blocker, 3.4 games, so.
Edmonds going up for the first shot, and that was not going to fall through. That one's up, and that one's not going to fall down. Maya with a great rebound is jumping up at that ball, able to just quickly give that ball back to Jalen Harvey. Jalen Harvey with some good dancing, a little bit beyond the half-court range. Going in for the shot is going to be number 22, Romero. Romero passes it outside by my three-pointer, and that one's going to be an out-of-bounds air ball.
Despite the air ball, it was still really good ball movement from Fairfax.
Yeah, they've been being very consistent with their ball movement from the first half to the second half. And we're also seeing that from Youngker as well. They just can't seem to get their shots to go.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good looks. The ball's just not going in.
So number 5, Barreras has it, passes it to 24, Howard. Howard doesn't get that one to fall. My with yet another rebound. And Mel Romero gets the shot. She's going to look for the post move shot, and that one's not going to fall through. Good rebound by Youngker. That one's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay Fairfax ball. Again, 3:24 to go in regulation, 29-56 to score. Again, 2 fouls on the Roughnecks, and as for the Stampede, they have 4. So a lot of 4 players subbing in for Youngker. It's that time of the game where they do that. At the top of the key will be Kenyatta. Kenyatta trying to get some signals. She passes into the paint to number 2. She's going to pass it back outside of Kenyatta. Ajana Kenyatta with a pass inside the paint to My, and that one gets up and in.
Just beautiful chemistry from these Fairfax girls.
And it's almost like a pattern that we're seeing too. It's always pass inside the paint when no one's guarding, and they're able to get it up.
Absolutely well disciplined.
Intercepted by number 2 for Fairfax. Able to pass it inside to Mel Romero. Mel Romero back inside. Good passing within the paint. And that one's going to be a foul and foul. And when you start passing in the paint like that, you know you're good as an offensive team because, I mean, there's like 3 other defenders in there with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So going to the line will be Ajana Kenyatta. Again, she's been playing well around the perimeter and in the paint. The first one's not going to fall through.
Yeah, the chemistry between her and Mai definitely off the charts.
Looking to go 1 for 2, and that's going to be the way it is. He makes the second free throw here. And 29-59 the score. Youngker has it. At the top of the key is going to be Torres. Audrina Torres checked into the game to play the last couple minutes of this game. The finger roll is going to be up, and it's not going to fall through. Rebounded by Jarrell Carter, who checked into this game. Good passing within the paint, like we talked about. Having is going to be Harvey. Harvey passes inside to Kenyatta. Kenyatta loses the ball. The ball is going to be traveling out of bounds, and it's going to stay Fairfax ball.
Yeah, Younker's got a lot of their bench players in, but Fairfax opting to keep their starters in.
Clock is still, because of this deficit, the clock is going to be counting down from 2:05 to close out this game in the fourth quarter. Having the ball, going for the shot, and that one's gonna fall through. 3-pointer. Good shot right there by Fairfax. I mean, it just only adds to their lead, 29-62, and that ball's gonna be intercepted again. Romero has it. Romero, finger roll, that one's gonna be up, and that one's gonna be good.
Yeah, Younker's been sitting at 29 for a really long time here.
Since the mid-third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. They just need one shot to get in the 30s, just one.
Yeah, just one, and they can do that by getting in the paint and trying going for a foul because we haven't seen some heavy aggressiveness still by Fairfax. That ball's gonna be intercepted again by Fairfax going up with it, and that one's gonna be a missed ball. Romero with the putback, and that one's not gonna fall either. Rebounded by number 11, Felicity Howard, and as she gets it, it's gonna be a foul, but it's gonna be Youngker ball.
Yeah, one thing about Fairfax, even though they have this strong lead, they're still playing like it's a 2-point game. And I really like to see that from them.
So 56 seconds to go here in regulation, just under a minute, 29-64, fourth quarter to go, and having 3 fouls is going to be the Roughnecks. The Stampede having 4. That ball is going to go out of bounds. So still going to be Youngker ball. Like an 11, Felicity Howard going to pass it into the paint, and that one's going to get stolen away by Kenyatta. Kenyatta passing it to Mel Romero. Mel Romero with the finger roll. That was not going to go. And I think if you're up by this much, I wouldn't be playing as much D as they are now. I mean, they're playing some full court D still, and I don't think that's necessary.
Yeah, they are playing, like I said, they're playing like it's still a 2-point game out here. And Younker's not responding at all.
You gotta like that energy that we have been seeing from Fairfax, applying it not only in the offensive game, but also the defensive game. That's going to be a foul to the line. Like you talked about, this might be their shot to get at 30 points in this game. First one's not going to fall through.
Yeah, it could be a lot closer lead if they just knock down these free throw shots. They've had so many tonight that they just haven't been able to get in.
Second shot is up, and that was not going to fall, edging the tip of the rim and back into play. Youngker, though, fighting for this ball to get it back, and they do. Going for the floater is not going to fall. They get the rebound again to go up, and that one's not going to fall through. The putback, and that one's not going to go through. 3 shot attempts under the rim, not going in. That one's going to be a foul. Tumbling to the ground is going to be Jarrell Carter, doing a great job being the center position in replacement of Mai and Muhammad. 16 to go here in regulation. It's going to be Fairfax basketball. So we're starting to see more fouls by these teams, which to me is kind of unexpected. I mean, if you're up by all this much, you would think that the fouls would be a little bit lessened, but 5 fouls that Stampede have, and that for Youngker, they have 4. So Kenyatta has it, moving the ball up the court effectively here. 13 to go here. Maybe Youngker can get this ball back into their possession with just 10 seconds to go. The shot, Romero, 3-pointer. That one's not going to fall. Youngker has it. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, going for the shot. Buzzer beater, and that one's not going to fall. And that's going to do it for this game. 29-64. Again, Youngker did a great job in the first half, and however, they could not carry that over to the second half. They couldn't get a shot up from the middle of the third quarter onto the end of the game. As for Fairfax, they kept the momentum up very well from the first half to the second half. They did well offensively and defensively. I want to say Demaya Edmond had a great three-point shooting for Youngker, and as for Fairfax, it was all Mel Romero. Mel Romero and Jalen Harvey did really well being the two guards, and they did an excellent job here at this game. So I want to say thank you guys for listening to Varsity Sports Show between this matchup between Fairfax and Youngker Roughnecks. My name is Tyler Wargo alongside Kristen House. And let's say thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys next time. And yeah, bye.